Hello, my name's Emily, also known as Eloquent My Dear online, and I had to have a rant because I'm sick of this bullshit. I am so sick of it, okay? First of all, yeah, swearing in this video. Second of all, I look vaguely like shit and there are big dark circles under my eyes because I did not sleep at all last night, which is probably why I'll seem a little bit manic in this video. Basically, the rant that I'm going to be having today is really fun. It's a really great rant. I fucking love it. Basically, I'm getting really angry over heteronormative bullshit and sexist bullshit. I came back from my counsellor's about 2 minutes ago, and my counsellor is a lovely woman. She's quite hyper. She is, I don't know, she's a bit weird. She likes using lots of imagery about stuff. And I've had 5-6 appointments maybe with her, and you know, it's alright. I find her helpful in some cases when talking about some issues and stuff going on in my life and that have gone on in my life. I'm not going to get into that, but basically, more than once, she said something about my husband. Now, I'm sure you can tell that I'm not old enough to have a husband, and I don't have one. She's talking about a future husband, a hypothetical husband. The thing is, she never asked about my sexuality. Now, I will say that I probably shouldn't be as annoyed as I am, but I am, because I am not heterosexual, I'm not gay, I sound like John Watson, I am not bisexual either, so I'm not like John Watson, I am asexual, but I'm panromantic, biromantic, whatever word you prefer. I find that I can be romantically attracted to someone no matter what their gender, whether they are male, female, or anything else entirely, whether they are, you know, gender fluid or transgender or agender, anything. I am good with anything, I can fall in love with anyone, and I am totally comfortable with that. I've been totally at ease with that for around a year now. And I'm very comfortable with it. I'm very open about it at school and online. The only person I'm not open about it to is my mum, and my family, because I don't know, I just don't want to get into a conversation about asexual romantic attraction. It's just, I don't want to be talking about sexual attraction to my mum, to be honest. And I don't feel as though she'd understand if I said that I would be happy to get into a relationship with someone of any gender. Also, my mum is a little bit homophobic, and I don't know how she'd react to me saying I could be in a relationship with a woman or someone of a different gender that's not male or not cis male. So I haven't brought it up to her yet. I've kind of hinted at it quite a bit, but I don't know how much she's taken on. Anyway, getting back to the point, I am a person who, in the future, I see myself getting married. I would love to get married, and I really want to be in a committed relationship with someone, and it could be male, it could be female, or it could be anything else. I could have a husband, a wife, or a spouse. I don't care. I do not care if I love them and they love me and they're a good person and I love them enough to marry them. I could not care less. I would also be happy in an asexual relationship where I don't care what the sexuality of my partner is, as long as they're happy with me. I would be in a relationship which is non-sexual, or I would be in a relationship which is sexual and romantic. So a romantic relationship alone or sexual and romantic, I'm comfortable with them both, and I'm comfortable with both of them with any gender. So yeah, I'm very, very open to other people, and I am very, very accepting of the possibility, and I love the possibility in the future that I may have a wife or a spouse of a different gender. I love that. I love that I can be romantically open. My counsellor talks about my future husband constantly. Okay, she brings it up once or twice, like pretty much every session. I'm getting kind of tired of it. Today was the worst. She talked about my future husband about 10 times. She was talking about what I want in the future and what I see, what I've written my script to be. I have not written myself a script of any sort. She was talking about what you write your script as a child, and you know, people who say, I'm going to marry so and so, and I'm going to have this many children, and I'm going to be in this job and have this house. I never had anything like that. The only thing which has been my script is to be a vet. And as it is, I may never be one anyway, because I may go into neuroscience or psychology or pharmaceutical chemistry, something like that. My main focus is vet, but if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. So, I've never had an aim which is have this many children. I've never had an aim which is marry Prince Charming. I've never really had that. I never had that as a child, and the only scripting which I've done is more recently I've said I want to get married and I don't want children. Those are two things which I'm very certain of. I want to get married and I don't want to have children. That is something which is going to stick with me for life. People like to say, oh, you don't know, you'll want children in the future. No. Personally, if you like children, this might offend you, so please don't get offended. This is my opinion. I have nothing wrong with other people loving children and having children. It's great. It's wonderful. Personally, I am repulsed by children and I hate them and they're really annoying. And I know it's not their fault that they're annoying. I know that they can't help doing things which will annoy me, and their intention isn't to annoy me, but I don't like them. And they're not for me, okay? So my counsellor, as well as talking about my future husband, who may be a wife or another gendered spouse, as well as talking about my future husband, likes to talk about my children. Finally today, after she talks about my children multiple times, I said, I don't want children. I don't want any. And she was shocked by that. I don't know why. I don't know. People are just shocked by the idea that some people don't want children. Ever. Ever. None. She was shocked by it. And so she starts talking about it a little bit, to the point of interrogating me about why I don't want children. She thinks it's because I'm not a rebellious person. I'm not a free child. I don't get out of my comfort zone a lot. I'm quite a sensible person, which doesn't come across on camera. But in real life, I'm fairly sensible. I don't go and do fun things for fun. I always measure risk and stuff. I have fun, but it's not like, I don't know. I joke a lot. It's more verbal fun than going out and doing fun things, or like, I don't know, friends push each other around a bit sometimes, like literally physically shove each other around a bit. I can't stand that. So, I'm not that sort of person. I am a relatively sensible and adaptable person, as she keeps saying, and she thinks that the reason that I don't want kids is because the reason I don't connect with children is because I'm not enough of a free child. Which I think, you know what, I'm not annoyed by that. That's a fair enough assumption. I kind of came to that assumption a few weeks ago myself, because I was like, free child, okay, yeah, maybe that's why I don't get along with little children and I can't really communicate with them and get excited about little tiny things that really aren't exciting at all, because I'm not that sort of person. And that's why I don't get along with children. Like, I don't like them and I don't get along with them. And I don't get along with them not because I don't like them, but because I can't fake excitement over little things. So that's why. That's one of the reasons why I don't want them as well, is because I can't get excited over little child things, and it's not in my personality. So saying that because of my personality I don't want children, okay, fair enough assumption. She then says, what do you want to replace your children for? What do you want to replace children? What do you want instead of children? She didn't mean as in like, oh, you know, do you want cats? Do you want to be a mad cat lady? She meant, what part of your life, what are you going to do with your life which will make you feel fulfilled? Seeing as you're not having children, you can't feel fulfilled with life unless you have children. Unless you're raising other people, you're not going to feel fulfilled. So what are you going to do with your time? God, what's wrong with you? What are you going to do? Really? Really? That is an inherently sexist thing to say. And it came from a woman. What am I possibly going to get out of life if I don't have children? I'm still in shock about it. And I'm so pissed off about it. It pissed me off so much. I didn't say anything. I wish I had. I honestly wish I had. But she was like, what are you going to replace children with? And I was like, nothing. She was like, are you going to be a career woman, or you going to, you know, go out partying and having a lot of fun, or you know, what are you going to do? And I was like nothing. I don't need to replace anything, because not having children hasn't taken something out. Not having children hasn't left a gap in my life plan. There's no gap. There's just not children. Because it's not, you know, it's not even entirely sexist. It's just the idea that every single person must have a family. They must have children of their own, otherwise they're unfulfilled. And I hate that. I hate that so much, with an absolutely burning passion. I am not going to have an unfulfilled life because I don't want children. I'm not going to have an unfulfilled life because I don't want children. I'm not going to have them. There's nothing that's going to make my life empty. I haven't taken anything away from my life. I haven't taken away from my life plan. There is nothing that's being taken away, and there is no empty space left. Okay? Children are an addition to your life. Not having children doesn't take something away. Having children adds something. Sometimes it's a good something. Sometimes it can be a bad something. Sometimes it can be a so-so something. The point is, you can be happy with children, or you can be happy without children. That's the truth. That's it. Including children in your life could, if you're that type of person, make you happier. Not including children in your life, if you're that sort of person, like me, will keep you just as happy. People who have children aren't more happy. People who want children are more happy, usually, once they've had children. People who don't want children aren't unhappy because they don't want children. I swear to God, there's just so much wrong with it. So much. Next time I go, if she says anything at all about my future husband, I am going to say something. I am going to, this time, after so many times, I am going to say, yeah, or wife or spouse. And I wonder if she'll turn around to me and say, "Oh, are you bisexual?" No, I'm asexual pan-romantic, you son of a bitch. I am open to a relationship with anybody. Ugh. I'm so angry. I'm so angry. Calm, Emily. Calm. So yeah, she did just interrogate me about why I don't want children and why is that? Why do you not connect with them? Why don't you like them? And then she told me a cute story about a child and she was laughing and then she was like, "Oh no, but it's not for you, is it?" And I was like, "No, it's not. Thank you for testing me on whether I would laugh at a cute child story. I don't want kids and I don't like kids. What kind of test was that?" She said it, like the cute anecdote which she said about a child which she works with was specifically said at a point to try and convince me to like children. She's not a bad person, but she's pissed me off. She said it to try and make me think, "Oh, that's cute. Oh, you know what? I want kids. I want 3 with my husband." She then... It never ends. It never ends. There's more that she said. She said, "So you'll have cats instead?" I was like, "No, I'll have cats. Hopefully, I'll have cats. Not instead. Not instead. I want cats. And I don't want children." It's not an instead. It's not a swap. People have children and cats. People's children are cats sometimes. Sometimes people don't have cats or children. They still have fulfilling lives. Ah! I'm going insane. She then said, just to smash it all together, I can't even. She said, "So your future husband can't want children either then? He's not going to want children either?" And pulled a face. She just had this face on that was like, "So you're going to deprive your poor husband of children?" What an awful woman. I'm gonna kill something. I am gonna smash something. I'm not a violent person. I'm not a violent person. But I feel so bloody violent right now. Oh, you're depriving your husband of children. What man wouldn't want children? It might not even be a husband. But if it is, or whatever the gender of my partner, oh, how could you let them not have children? How could you force them to not have children? Yes, the partner that I have will not want children. I will have that discussion with them. I will make it clear. I do not want children, and I don't hope that they don't want children. I want to find someone who is similar to me, who wants the same things as me, who wants to get married and settle down and not have children. I will make sure that the person that I marry doesn't want children, so that so that we don't have disagreements, so that there's not anything which isn't making them happy. And I don't like saying it like that, because I'm trying to pick my words very carefully. Because if we say, I have a husband one day, and whatever, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. If I have a husband and say, hypothetically, that I had never had a talk about babies and children with him, and I found out that he really wanted children, I still didn't. It's not his human right for me to give him children. If I have a husband, if it happens one day, I have a husband who decides he wants children and I don't give them to him, I am not a bad person. I am incompatible with him in one way, but I am not a bad person. It is not my function to have children. I am not depriving my theoretical husband of anything. I am not taking away anything from him if I don't give him children. Because he does not own my body, my ovaries, or my ovum. What I choose to do with my body is my choice. If I don't want to have children, it's my choice. If he is upset because I'm not going to have his children, screw him. Screw him. Because I am... No, that's rude. Not screw him. Not screw him. Commiserate with him and try to say, try to bring him round not having children. If he is upset about not having children and tries to force me to have children, tries to push me to have children, then screw him. Then screw him. If he says, no, it's my right for you to have children with me, screw him. My right to do with my body whatever I want. Okay? Screw this hypothetical, incredibly misogynistic man who I'm never gonna marry. It's not disappointing a man if you don't have his children. Okay? Screw anybody who thinks that you are disappointing a man if you don't have their children. Screw them. Screw them into the ground. Because you don't have to do with your body anything that you don't want to. And if someone's disappointed by you not having bloody babies, screw them. Okay? Your function in life is not to have children. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, this is just to the cis females watching, or people with wombs watching. Your function in life is not to produce children. And for somebody, particularly a counsellor, to heteronormatise again and again without any knowledge of my sexuality or my romantic interests, and then to just stereotype... No, I don't even know what the word is. To generalise that every single person should want a family, and if you don't give someone a family, then you're disappointing them. For someone to say that, anyone to say that, particularly a counsellor to say that, it's just wrong. It's just so wrong. And to try and bring me round to having children by telling a cute story about a little girl, it's just wrong. To interrogate me as to why I don't want children, and to try and make me feel guilty about not wanting children, or abnormal about not wanting children. It's just... Oh. I hope this made sense to you, and I hope it was worth the 25 minutes of watching me screaming and going insane over some stupid things that my counsellor said. I'm sick of her heteronormatising, and I'm very, very sick, physically sick, of hearing that not producing babies is going against my bloody creation. The whole point of me is to have children, and I must like children and have children. Just... Now I can chill. once this gets uploaded, which will take a day because of my slow internet, I will chill. And I want to know your opinions, and I want to know if you can sympathise with me. And I hope I didn't offend anyone. And I hope, even if you want children desperately and you are cis-het and you want to, and you're a cis-het female and you want to get married to a man and have lots of wonderful children, I hope that you understand where I'm coming from and why whoever you are watching this, I hope you understand why I'm so frustrated at being viewed heterosexual just because everyone in the world is heterosexual and most of the world is heterosexual. No, they're not. I'm sick of being presumed heterosexual and presumed wanting a family, because she has said multiple times, my counsellor has said, you know, when you have your husband and your 3 children. So, I hope you support my message and you can understand why I get so frustrated and why I was so frustrated with what she said and how she said it and the face that she pulled when she was like, you're not going to give your husband children. Your husband's not going to want children either. As if you'll find someone else in the world who doesn't want children. As if that's even possible, you abnormal scum. Okay, I'm going to stop talking now. I'm very tired. I'm going to go get some rest and some food. And thank you for watching. Thank you if you comment or let me know what you think. And adios until my next rant.